Hey guys, the Sports Entertainer here, back with some more wrestling news. Join us as the Sports Entertainer looks at all the breaking wrestling news and rumors you need to know, including Jacob Fatu in serious trouble with WWE after SmackDown, CM Punk's mysterious favor with Paul Heyman revealed, a former writer says WWE gave away Jade Cargill's attacker, and much more. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you never miss out on an episode. Goldberg's television return amid WWE retirement. As many of you guys are well aware, Goldberg made his shock return to WWE at the Bad Blood 2024 Premium Live event this past October to jump the barricade and confront World Heavyweight Champion Gunther, who had called him out in a pretty disparaging way. And not long after this Bad Blood appearance, it was revealed that Goldberg plans to wrestle his retirement match in 2025. And that this match will take place in WWE after Triple H decided to grant Bill's request for a final send-off bout in the company. Right now, we have no idea who's going to be next for Goldberg in WWE, but we do know that Bill is set to make his television return amidst his wrestling retirement plans, with Goldberg recently revealing in an interview with Supercar Gavin that his upcoming show on Paramount Plus, titled Goldberg's Garage, which will be a show all about Goldberg's love for cars, is still filming, saying, quote, "Yes sir, that would be my production, and we're here to tell you that as we stand and sit here in Charlotte, we are filming a new television show for Paramount Plus, and it's going to be really cool. I cannot wait." Now, when it comes to Goldberg's impending retirement match in WWE next year, do you feel like the company should go with the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther, given their Bad Blood encounter and because of the fact that it would be an interesting or exciting match on paper? Or would you prefer to see Goldberg face a completely different superstar in his final wrestling match? Next up, Eric Bischoff clarifies his current status with WWE. Now, over the past couple of weeks, the infamous Eric Bischoff has made 2 appearances in NXT, with Bischoff actually being featured live on the show on the December 3rd edition of NXT. And many fans are very curious as to what exactly Eric Bischoff's status with WWE is right now. Like, is Eric going to regularly be appearing on television moving forward, or were these one-off appearances? Some fans have speculated that Eric Bischoff could be signed to a Legends agreement with WWE, but Bischoff has put an end to those rumors on a recent episode of his 83 Weeks podcast, revealing, quote, "I did 2 WWE episodes, one on NXT and one for the WWE on the A&E network. Then 48 hours later, I'm on an MLW show," who, by the way, was in a lawsuit with WWE. I don't even have a Legends agreement with WWE. I don't have a written agreement with anybody. I don't even have a handshake deal with anybody. If TNA were to call me and say, "Hey, we're doing something. We'd like you to show up," if it fit into my schedule and it sounded fun, I'll do it. Let us know if you guys would be interested in seeing Eric Bischoff appear more frequently on WWE television and perhaps eventually get another official role in the company. Or do you feel like Bischoff's appearances should remain sporadic and special? Next up, a former writer says WWE gave away Jade Cargill's attacker. Many wrestling fans are still trying to solve the Jade Cargill mystery attacker storyline over on Friday Night SmackDown. And while there are definitely a few plausible culprits behind Jade's attack, no doubt more and more fans are believing that Bianca Belair was at least somehow involved in Jade's demise. However, while most fans are just starting to get a bit suspicious about Bianca Belair's potential involvement in Jade Cargill's mystery attack on SmackDown a few weeks ago, former WWE writer Vince Russo is not only convinced that it's Bianca Belair behind Jade's attack, but that WWE have basically already spoiled the mystery by making it too obvious that Bianca's behind the Jade Cargill attack, with Russo revealing the following on his recent SmackDown review on Backstage Pass, quote, "Bro, can they make this any more obvious that it was Bianca? Come on, guys. Like, serious? I mean, we are 2 weeks into it, and they've already telegraphed a million times over that it was Bianca." Now, let us know down in the comments section below if you guys agree with Vince Russo that it's become obvious that Bianca Belair's the one behind Jade Cargill's mysterious attack on SmackDown a few weeks ago. Or do you feel like Russo should pump the brakes on his theory, especially because of the fact that the company have swerved us massively recently when it comes to storylines? With a prime example being Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods betraying Big E and turning heel after it seemed obvious that Xavier was going to turn on Kofi. If WWE are making it obvious that Bianca's behind Jade's attack like Russo believes, then you almost have to imagine that Bianca Belair isn't going to be the one revealed as being responsible for Jade's mystery attack, with the way Hunter likes to swerve fans these days. Next up, CM Punk's mysterious favor with Paul Heyman revealed. Now, CM Punk certainly helped swing things in the favor of the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series War Games, with Punk helping Roman Reigns and the rest of the Bloodline secure the critical victory over Solo Sikoa's new Bloodline. But Punk certainly didn't team with one of his arch rivals in Roman Reigns for free in the goodness of his heart, as we all know. Paul Heyman has a future debt to settle with CM Punk, as the cult of personality has a favor coming his way from Paul Heyman, because of Punk putting his differences aside to work with Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. And while many fans are now speculating as to what exactly the mysterious favor could be, wrestling veterans Teddy Long and Bill Apter gave fans some interesting insight regarding their thoughts on CM Punk's secret favor with Paul Heyman on a recent edition of Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Time Machine, with Teddy Long first revealing, quote, "I have no idea. You know Heyman, he's treacherous and up to no good, and no telling what that favor will be, but it will work out for Paul Heyman," with Bill Apter seemingly being confident that Punk's favor is a future match with Roman Reigns, quote, "I think that CM Punk is going to tell Paul Heyman that he wants a match against Roman Reigns and to set it up, because he wants to end it once and for all." Now, do you guys agree with Bill Apter that CM Punk's favor with Paul Heyman is a future clash with the OTC, or do you feel like Punk's favor from Paul Heyman could be something a lot darker and more twisted? Next up, Jacob Fatu in serious trouble with WWE after SmackDown? On the Blue Brand this past Friday, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu were certainly not in the best of moods following the undesired result at Survivor Series War Games, and the show kicked off with Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Solo Sikoa utterly destroying poor Apollo crews backstage, and then the three would head to the ring later on in the show to cause havoc and lay out the unsuspecting LA Knight and Andrade, sparing the new scary version of Shinsuke Nakamura, of course. Solo would then deliver a very passionate promo, arguably the best of his entire career so far, but clearly Jacob Fatu let the emotions fly a little too high. Because when Solo, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu were exiting the ring and heading backstage, some fans were heckling Solo, Tonga, and Jacob, obviously playing into the storyline, and Jacob Fatu fiercely responded back at one of the fans heckling him with a pretty shocking response, which was, "Yo mama suck D." The fans couldn't believe Jacob Fatu said that, and while there are many instances where wrestlers go back and forth with fans, staying in character and, clapping back at fans who boo them or criticize their character or actions, some fans may argue that Jacob Fatu went a bit too far, and WWE would certainly feel that way. Now honestly, it's likely that if Triple H or other high-ranking officials get wind of this footage, there's a chance Jacob Fatu would be in some serious hot water. While fans can certainly be annoying with the heckling, superstars in WWE are still supposed to stay professional and keep the responses PG, as we are still amidst a PG product in WWE, and Jacob's response of "Yo mama suck D" would certainly not be a comment that a superstar could say on television and get away with it. Not a chance. And Jacob Fatu better hope that this footage doesn't reach Triple H or other officials. Otherwise, he would likely be in the doghouse for a while at the very least, and probably get a stern warning to keep things PG and professional to abide by the company's rules. Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on, so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.